Hello, welcome to Slow by Designs, episode 39. I'm your host, Aaron. Thanks for joining me. Episode 39 brings us to November, and we know what November brings toward the end of the month. You guessed it, Thanksgiving Day. I currently live abroad, and so I am particularly nostalgic for Thanksgiving and any other holiday that I miss, like Christmas, the 4th of July. I don't know, anything that has to do with time off and family. So I wanted to bring you a poem about Thanksgiving Day today. It has a very, very, very famous line in it that probably anyone from my generation and before knows quite well and has heard in cartoons and, kids recite it. Well, I'm not going to tell you just now. Rather, I also want to just let you know that I have turned on subscriptions for $4.99 a month. Now, I have no idea if this is something that is interesting for anybody, but I want to offer it there for those that think it could be something good. You're going to get at least 3 types of different episodes, and I should say at least one of these every month. And those types are subscriber requested content. So if you are a subscriber, you can request hearing a story or a poem or a story in a particular language, either English, German. I'm working on Norwegian. Or you could hear, how many lessons from Duolingo you want to hear in Norwegian, for example. And, of course, only appropriate topics. This is a clean show, and it's a friendly show. So I will reject anything that is just outright inappropriate. That includes any type of swear words or topics that are rather degenerate in nature. So keep it family friendly. Another thing you could do is request to have your own reading featured. And it would be short. We can talk about that when you request. You could read a poem, either your own or something that you appreciate in either English, German, or Norwegian. Maybe another language too, and to talk about that. And also, on a completely different episode, I would be talking about more personal topics. I keep personal topics away from this so far, and that's what I intend to do for the general public. But if you're interested in getting to know me a little better about my journey in learning languages and my love for languages, then subscribing is the way to go. And you could also request a particular topic within the personal topics. How I learned it, where did I learn it, how long have I been doing it, why, where, when, and all those things. And of course, you can always send a tip if you prefer it that way. You can just tip me at paypal.me/traveling cello. Traveling cello. And cello is actually the string instrument in the violin family, C-E-L-L-O. And that's just because I'm a cellist at heart, and I always have been, always plan on being a cellist, although it's not something that I do on a hugely involved scale for the last 6 years or so. But hopefully that's going to change. Music is a huge part of my life, and I love it. Now on to Thanksgiving Day by Lydia Maria Child. Has anybody guessed that extremely famous line? I mean, it's just a total shot in the dark, I know, because I gave you nothing other than the title, Thanksgiving Day. Let me tease a little bit. Over the river and through the wood. Can anyone finish the last 5 words? Over the river and through the wood. That's correct. To grandmother's house we go. Over the river and through the wood, to grandmother's house we go. Okay, that's the line that everybody knows. And I have to say, when I read it, that is not what it says. It's very curious. It's actually, there's only one difference. It is over the river and through the wood. To grandfather's house we go. Isn't that interesting how we remember things? I never heard it as grandfather's house, not once as a kid. And my brothers and I, we just recited it, and my friends and I, it was always to grandmother's house we go. Anyway, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? I hope it's going to be a great time where you can reflect on all the good things in your life and plan for making things better in the future. This is just a wonderful poem of nostalgia, and right now, I have to say, my heart is aching for a return to these times and being in the space. Here it is, Thanksgiving Day. Over the river and through the wood, to grandfather's house we go. The horse knows the way to carry the sleigh through the white and drifted snow. Over the river and through the wood, oh, how the wind does blow! It stings the toes and bites the nose as over the ground we go. Over the river and through the wood, trot fast, my dapple gray. Spring over the ground like a hunting hound, for this is Thanksgiving Day. Over the river and through the wood, and straight through the barnyard gate, we seem to go extremely slow. It is so hard to wait. Over the river and through the wood, now grandmother's cap I spy. Hurrah for the fun! Is the pudding done? Hurrah for the pumpkin pie. Thanksgiving Day by Lydia Maria Child. So send a voice message. What will you be doing for Thanksgiving? What is the thing that you look forward to the most? And I have to say, this is just a bit of personal reflection. For me, it was grandmother's pumpkin pie, apple pie. We called her Grandma, but anyway. Those were the days, weren't they not? Well, we could get stuck thinking about those things, but I have plans to do a little something. I plan on making a few of my favorite items, at least trying. Maybe some pumpkin pie, mashed potatoes, squash. I don't know. We'll see. Those are just some of my favorites. So, I'd love to hear from you. I hope everybody has a really wonderful Thanksgiving Day, and blessings to all.